Hey, second grade, welcome back. We are continuing to read The Wild Robot. We left off, and Roz was turning out to be a really good mom. I could have guessed that she would be a really good mom just because her computer brain has so much information that she'd probably be too good of a mom. So let's see if how this all works out for our friend Roz. I'm not sure what Elliot is doing back there. All right. I rewatched some of my videos, boys and girls, and I have no idea how you're able to pay attention so well when my cats are in the background doing weird things. So, anyway, chapter 35, The First Swim. Good afternoon, you two, said Loudwing as she waddled into the garden. Remember me, Brightbill? Loudwing, Loudwing. Very good. The old goose giggled. Now, Roz, do you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is swimming day, the day when all the parents take their goslings out to the pond for the first time, and you simply must bring Brightbill. Swim, swim, said the little gosling, shaking his tail feathers. Brightbill can go, said Roz, but I cannot swim. I cannot go in the pond with him. I will not be able to protect him. You'd have thought a big thing like you would be afraid. Who would have thought a big thing like you would be afraid of a little water? Loudwing laughed. Well, don't you worry about Brightbill. He'll be safe in the flock, and he's going to have so much fun swimming with all the other goslings. We begin at sunrise. Don't be late. We'll see you in the morning, and with that, the gosling plopped into the water and glided away. Swim, swim, said the gosling. Yes, Brightbill, said the robot, staring at the pond. Swim, swim. Early the next morning, peeps and honks and splashes began echoing across the calm water. Roz and Brightbill followed the trail through the fog and over to the beach that was crawling with fluffy goslings and proud parents. Roz took a few steps into the water. Her survival instincts immediately flared up. The robot's computer brain knew that if water got into her body, it could cause some serious damage. And so, as the other parents began swimming across the pond, Roz stood safely in the shallows and watched. Imagine how Roz must feel right now, not being able to get into the water to protect Brightbill. Brightbill ran up and down the beach with the other goslings, peeping and laughing and pretending to be afraid of the tiny waves. Then one wave finally pulled him in. He felt his body floating on top of the water. A big smile appeared on the gosling's face. Clearly, Brightbill was designed to swim. Let's see, we have a picture of Roz standing in the water, watching. Very good, Brightbill, Loudwing said as she floated past. You're a natural. Yes, Brightbill, you're a natural, said Roz, trying to sound like a good mother. Loudwing rounded up the goslings and gave them a quick swimming lesson. Remember, everyone paddle your feet evenly to swim in a straight line. Paddle with your right foot to go left. Paddle with your left foot to go right. Try it out. Join the rest of us when you're ready. Happy swimming day! Loudwing and the other adult geese calmly glided towards the center of the pond. A jumble of goslings tried to keep up with them. The youngsters jostled and splashed and peeped with excitement. Gradually, they paddled in the direction of their parents. Only Brightbill lagged behind. Mama, swim! Roz pointed to the flock. I cannot swim. Go have fun with the other geese. You will be safe with them. The gosling took a deep breath and then shook his tail feathers and paddled his feet and set out on his very first swim. He drifted too far to the left, then he drifted too far to the right, but his feet just kept paddling until he caught up with the other goslings. Roz spent the morning watching her son swim around and around the pond, and as she watched him, she felt something like gratitude. Thanks to Brightbill, the robot now had friends and shelter and help. The robot had become better at surviving. In a way, Roz needed Brightbill as much as Brightbill needed Roz, which was precisely why she felt such concern when the mood on the pond suddenly changed. What do you think's going to happen? One moment, everything was tranquil, and the next moment, the geese were in a panic. Okay, let's think of a few things that could make geese panic. What do you think? Bad weather. Okay. How about a predator? How about somebody who could hurt the geese? Let's see. Something was violently sloshing through the group. It was Rockmouth, the giant, toothy pike. The fish had been a problem in the pond for as long as anyone could remember. But he'd never attacked goslings before. All of the parents immediately went to protect their young. All of the parents except Roz. The robot could only stand in the shallows and watch as her son left the other geese behind and desperately swam towards his mother. "Swim to me, Brightbill, quickly, quickly!" The gosling kicked as fast as he could, but alone in the water, it made him an easy target. The pond rippled as Rockmouth slashed below the surface. "Mama, help!" squeaked Brightbill. The robot was terribly conflicted. Part of her knew that she had to help her son, and the other part knew that she had to stay out of the deep water. Her body lurched forward, then backward, again and again as she struggled to make a decision. So let's think about that paragraph and the word conflicted, a struggle to make a decision. When Loudwing came to the rescue, "Rockmouth, don't you dare harm that little darling." The old goose fluttered over and splashed down right on top of the fish. "Leave him alone." She pecked and kicked and beat her wings against the fish until he surrendered into the murky depths of the pond. Loudwing escorted Brightbill back to the beach, and a minute later the gosling was in his mother's arms, safe and sound. "Rockmouth isn't as dangerous as he seems," said the goose, out of breath. "But I think that's enough swimming for one day." So Roz was just introduced to one of the problems that she might have as a robot raising a gosling. Like, she's not going to have to be able to do some of the things that she needs to do to protect him. Chapter 36, A Gosling Grows. Brightbill soon forgot about the incident with Rockmouth, and he spent his mornings cruising around the pond with the other goslings. He was becoming a great little swimmer. He was also becoming a great little speaker. "Hello, my name is Brightbill," he said to anyone who would listen. The gosling was small for his age. He always would be, but he was growing bigger and stronger by the day. His increasing size was matched by his increasing appetite. He gobbled down grass and berries and nuts and leaves. Sometimes he'd snack on little insects. And if it was edible, Brightbill would eat it. And even if it wasn't edible, he might eat it anyway. Roz felt something like fright the time she saw Brightbill swallowing pebbles on the beach. She was holding him upside down and hoping pebbles would fall out of his mouth when Loudwing stepped in. "Put the gosling down," said the goose with a laugh. "It's perfectly natural for Brightbill to eat a few pebbles. They'll help him digest his food. But not too many, okay, little one?" Like most youngsters, Brightbill was incredibly curious. He explored the garden and the pond and the forest floor, and he would occasionally explore neighboring homes. He wandered down some hole in the ground to say hi to whoever was there. Hello, my name is Bright Bill. And then the long robot arm would reach and pull the gosling back out. Sorry to bother you, Roz would say in her friendliest voice. The mother and son slipped into a good nighttime routine. When the gosling slept, the robot might tend to the fire to keep it so that if it was cool out, gently fan him if it was warm. If he woke up hungry or thirsty, Roz would bring him food or water. And whenever he had nightmares, she was always there to rock him back to sleep. All right, boys and girls, that was about 10 minutes. We only got 2 chapters in, but I think that was pretty good. On the next clip, we'll start on chapter 37, The Squirrel. Boys and girls, if you're keeping up with us, if you're reading the chapters as I roll them out or listening to the chapters as I roll them out, today I'm not posting any new activities or journaling ideas. However, next week I'm going to start introducing some poems, some ways to write poems so that you can write poems in your journal to go with The Wild Robot. All right, so you guys can get thinking about some things that you could write. I will see you guys soon. I love watching your Flipgrid videos. I'm super impressed by some of the acting out that you're doing. I love the tinfoil Roz's that you guys are making, and I hope that you guys have a great day. Miss you. Bye.